Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I was thinking about doing something more special, something less scripted, and I was thinking to go back to one of my videos playing some of Edward's levels and rating them, and rating this video, giving more commentary on it, on the levels, and also just fixing some errors of the past. And I'll probably be doing this for the other three playing some of X's levels and rating them videos. Okay, let's go. I'll be watching this, I'll be commentating, I'll be commentating both the video and the levels. This slide stays on for too long and it's too harsh. Today I tortured myself and decided to play some Edward MB levels. This is way too harsh for the start of a rating video, especially because it already gives my opinion on it. I would first, in the introduction, just introduce the levels I'm going to be playing and not give my opinion yet, right? So let's do this. Let's just watch the level fully, and let's see what commentary I give on it. That's my commentary now. All right. Okay. That's it. That's all the commentary? Huh, okay. Let's go back. So, first of all, what I noticed wrong with the level, first of all, we're going to go through the negative points and then the positive points. First of all, I would suggest changing the start help text. Either removing it entirely if you don't have anything to say in the starting few seconds of the level, or just change something about the level, something helpful about the level, right? I would not leave it as change this text. This, especially if a new player is playing a level, this will confuse them as they will not know what to do. Change this text. How do they change this text, right? Second of all, the game mode. The game mode, as you saw, is actually not the traditional game mode that everyone loves to play, which is gem collection. I'm pretty sure it's called a speedrun. I'm not sure what it's called in Platinum Quest, but it's actually collection. It's a multiplayer collection, which is pretty much just like the Platinum Quest normal gem collection. Gem Madness, right? Almost like Gem Madness, except in this one, this is meant for multiplayer. As you saw, the timer's ticking down. You get assigned a random batch of gems with random color, and you have to collect them first. Whoever collects them first wins. So that's why, as you saw, when I collected all of the gems, the level just instantly completed. And I can tell this was not the intention from Edward, because I see an end pad right here, right? Which means that we were supposed to just go from point A, collect all the gems, and then go to point A to go to point B to win, right? So this is another point that I want to give criticism on. Be sure that your game mode is fixed, correct, and don't mess up like this, because it can create a weird experience. First of all, there's a slight mix of game styles here. As you can see, there's a Marble Blast Gold or Marble Blast Platinum gem right here, while the rest of the level is pretty much styled like a Platinum Quest level. The platforms too, which is pretty much, I think what it's supposed to be, the gold grass. It's actually just the MBU, whatever it's called, friction. That's an issue with the CLA, but it's beside the point of the video. So just keep in mind this was supposed to be MG grass, so this is another case of game style, just combining game styles. I will discourage everyone to do this, especially because you can create a weird experience, as such as seen in Universes Colliding, which was basically an old pack of levels, which was meant to combine, as it says, universes. These universes were just game styles like Gold, Platinum, Ultra, Platinum Quest, and that's it, right? I would highly discourage against this if you want your level to look nice, right? What I will give credit to Edward on is that the level has some thought put behind it, right? He didn't just use random platforms. He used these, which I think these are like 4x4 grass platforms or 3x3, whatever. He used these to make a little platform here where the marble walks and collects all the gems. He also caved in here a little hole for the start pad. He could have filled this hole. He could have left like a little space here open. He could have filled this hole with a different color platform, and the CLA interiors allow that. Um, and yeah, the level clearly has thought behind it, and for someone's first level, I would say it's actually pretty good. Something else I forgot to actually commentate on is this snowman here. This snowman looks a bit weird, and here's a way to fix this. The snowman looks weird because it looks suspended off the platform here. It looks like it's about to fall off a cliff, right? So if we fast forward behind, if we fast forward a little, you see that Edward also used this little snow platform here. Assuming this is a different platform over by the CLA interiors, I would have made a platform out of these platforms, like he did with the rest of the level. I've made a platform here. I don't know how big it has to be so it supports the snowman. Put it on the same level as the rest of the level, and then place the snowman on top of it, so it doesn't look too weird. I would place a gem directly in front of the snowman, so the player can go there and see the snowman and the platform and the snow platforms, right? Something else that I suggest with this is just making the same platform out of this platform and putting it right behind the snowman. You don't have to move the snowman, you just put it right behind the snowman. And also remove a few grass platforms here which go inside of the snowman, so it doesn't look like the snowman is still suspended, right? So this way you wouldn't have to move the snowman, but you would have to kind of remodel this, right? Let's go back to my rating, which is here, which is a 3 out of 10. I would change this to a 5 out of 10. It has thought put behind it. It's not a terrible level. It's someone's, I'm pretty sure, first level. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of slack, and let's move on. Second level. I don't remember what I said for this. I will comment on it a little bit later. I already can kind of tell that Edward tried to go a little bit overboard here and make something more spectacular. That was the intention, in my opinion. Again, the same criticism from last level, the mixing of game styles. Right on the spot, I'll just say that Edward could have made this into a gold level. He could have swapped the Platinum Quest star pad and end pad. I'm pretty sure it has a Platinum Quest end pad for the normal Marblast Gold star pad and end pad. Swapped for the Platinum Quest gems for the Marblast Gold gems. The power-ups are still there. The gold power-ups are there, so they're in place. So yeah. Let's see what I had to comment. Wasn't as terrible as the first one. This was decent. I would say they're on kind of the same level, just this one's a bit bigger. Let's go back to the start, which is here, right? Okay. The interior usage here is kind of weird. I would say that this interior, which is big, this is Marble Playground from Gold. If you don't go through it and you just spend time on top of it, it would be better to just search for the CLA interiors. I saw a little beach ball right there, you see? Wait. The way I know Edward has the CLA interiors is because there's a beach ball right there. That's the beach ball only in the CLA. It's not available in the actual interiors. I would say just go through there, find a few 2x2, 3x3, 4x4 platforms, place them all, make them look like this platform if you want, or just a straight platform. A platform which goes straight from here to here, so it doesn't look too out of place. Besides that, it looks like a normal retro kind of custom level you would see in the custom level archive, which isn't inherently bad, but um, that's just what most of the levels are there. Just interior meshes. Some of them make sense, some of them don't make sense. This one I would say I say makes sense. Like there's a clear path you um, have to go through. The gems you can clearly see without the radar too, so um, it's not it's not terrible of a level. I would say it's a bit low. It's a little bit bland because it's mostly just the marble rolling and less like obstacle. You know, if you want to make a marble level interesting, you have to put obstacles in like hazards or holes to jump over. Um, and also this little part I would just change. From what I remember, yeah, the beach ball and learn the super speed interior. I would rotate this 180 degrees, so this instead of being here, it would be here, and you could use the super speed to just blast here and go up. And because you do that, I would also suggest putting a platform a little above so the player has somewhere to land and it's not a very awkward land, right? But besides that, let's go back to my rating. Besides that, I would say this level is kind of more interesting than the. Oh, and also the game mode usage. Even after these years, after like almost 4 years, I still don't get the idea behind this. I mean, I can kind of understand, but the mode usage was a tiny bit weird. Um, I would have just kept consistency, and I would have raised the speed cap from what looks like to be 5. I would have raised it to like uh, 15 or 20. Somewhere which is in between the old speed cap and this and the haste speed cap, right? Final rating for this level, I will say um, 6 out of 10, right? Yeah, 6 out of 10 is seems pretty okay for that. Oh, we have hunt level here. I caught the time from 5 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We will see if this is okay or not. First of all, again, the start help text, if you don't have anything useful to put there, and if you want your level to be seen as serious, I would just say just get rid of it. From what I remember, hunt levels usually don't have start help text in general, so I would say just removing it would be for the better, right? Um, from what I see, I will congratulate everyone one thing. There's no game style mixing here. Everything is just Platinum Quest. I take that back, but still, I'm pretty sure just the power-ups are Mob Blast Gold. And the game style, like the rest, like the gems, the skybox interiors, everything else is just Platinum Quest, right? Alright. Well, while I would have given this level a higher rating if it was a normal game, if it was a normal game mode level, you'll have to enter a bit of hunt etiquette here, hunt level etiquette, or hunt level making etiquette. From what I'm seeing here, something pretty critical and that I would say every person who's making a hunt level should be aware of is the usage of blue gems and platinum gems. If you don't know how to scatter them in a way where they're not more common than the reds and the yellows here, which seems to be the case, here, I would say just don't use them at all. There are hunt levels, I'm pretty sure, which don't use blues or platinums at all. Most of them don't use platinums, so you can just scratch platinums off because they can give the level a little imbalance of when it comes to score, it can give a little imbalance. And if you're luckier and less skilled, you can get more points just because of your few platinums than someone who is more skilled and less lucky, right? From what I'm seeing here, there's like just a few batches of platinum gems and blue gems in the same spot. And this brings me to the second point, scatter your gems all around the level. If you can handle a level this big, I would say just cut down on the interiors and scatter the gems more. Like this will not be seen as acceptable. All of the gems are in the same spot. There's like red gems, yellow gems, blue gems, platinum gems, all in the same spot. That's not acceptable. I would not accept that. And I will penalize the level in the rating for that. Because a hunt level is what it says, you have to hunt for the gems. If all the gems are in the same spot, you just go from point A to point B, you get all of the gems. And then again, if the next batch of gems are in the same spot again, it's just a point A to point B journey again. While if they were scattered, if the gems were scattered, you would have to think about it. You would have to like pathfind to see in what if there's like an effective way to get all the gems. Here, I would say it's a bit more okay. They're better, they're better scattered here. Although again, if I turn back the clock a bit, yeah, there's more platinum gems and blue gems than reds and yellows, which I would say is an absolute no-no. Make reds and yellows more common than blues, and blues more common than platinums. It's simple like that. What I would suggest to everyone making hunt levels here is place the reds and yellows first, and then the blues. And then go back and look at all of the gems you've placed, and see if you've scattered them kind of equally around the level. Because in this level we see a bunch of batches of gems in spots. You see that the same spawn here, the same batch of gems that spawned. Actually, no, it's not, but it's still just in the same approximate location, and it's also just a more closed-off batch. A good example of this, I would say, is Horizon. Actually, Horizon is a good example of this. The gems aren't all just suffocated. They aren't all just how can I better word this? They're not all in the same coordinates as let me just go back. Is this little mega monster gem here, right? You don't do this, and you also just don't place gems very close to each other. Again, Horizons, Sprawl, good examples of these. And if you do place them very close to each other, do as Sprawl did and raise the tiles by one tile, and then make a little structure there where you could place the gems, and you just don't roll into them and get all of them. You have to actually jump from point A to point B, get the other gem, jump from point A to point B again, get the other gem, then fall, and be careful to not fall off or something like that, you know. Hopefully I word that well and people understand, but my point should get across. Let's see what commentary I had to give. No words. 0.5 out of 10. This rating is over-exaggerated. And it's over-exaggerated because I would rate it higher. I would rate it 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, and I'm going to give more points to Edward because he kept in mind the normal level making etiquette of not mixing game styles too much. Well, except the power-ups, but that's not too critical as when it comes to interiors, so skybox or star pads, right? Well, I've cut down a bit from the points because I would have rated this like a 7 out of 10, let's say, for if it was a normal game mode level. I cut down because of the gem hunt etiquette not being followed. I've commented a bunch about this, so I just won't repeat my comments. I'll try to summarize. Place less blue gems and platinum gems than red or yellows. Make them rarer than red or yellows. And try to scatter them equally around the level. Don't put them in batches like these, right? Or like that monster gem you saw somewhere right here. For that I cut down a point from my rating. Otherwise, this level I would say is pretty okay. It's not bad. It's decent. I would see myself kind of playing this if the gem hunt etiquette was followed, because even if it's an interior mesh, the thought is there. The thought is there for a level that seems fun to play, right? And I could see myself playing this. Hopefully that makes sense, and it's more than just no words. It's it's more than just two words. It's an actual kind of attempt at explaining what I'm trying to point at and what I'm trying to criticize and congratulate Edward for, right? Probably wording wasn't the best, but it's still an effort. Hope you all enjoyed. I haven't. And never forget to never play Edward's levels, you will go insane. Bad advice. Well, I would suggest not play something like Henry levels, because Henry levels are not just bad, they're painful. In the sense that it requires you to go into level editor to figure out the path to beat a Henry level. Again, the Henry levels also have thought behind them, but that's a discussion for another time. When it comes to Edward levels, you can play them and learn from his mistakes, and I hope if Edward watches this and wants to build more levels, to take my points in consideration, because I do view him as someone who could become very good in building levels. Even though this was 4 years ago, and I'm pretty sure he moved on. And here we have the outro. Overall, what I would rate this level. Oh, here's my OBS. I was about to end the recording, but I forgot to rate the video. What I would rate this video is a solid 0 out of 10. No words, it was terrible, never watch again. Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed me revisiting my childhood. And me hopefully fixing the mistakes of my past. And actually giving a bit of what I would say constructive criticism of Edward's levels. And if you want, I will do this for the rest, free of the playing some of excess levels and writing them series. But for now, this video is a solid 0. Thanks for watching.